Let's be honest, you don't want customers who just buy once. You want groupies, you want fans, right? You want people who come back week after week, spending more and bringing their friends with them. The truth is, you don't need more traffic, you need better experiences that make people want to shop with you again and again. So today, I want to show you how to make your website so addictive customers can't stay away. So first off, we have the in and out model. It's a frictionless path to repeat purchase. Think about this. Why do people keep going back to in and out? It's delicious, but it's not, they don't have a huge menu, right? Like they have the same stuff. It's the exact opposite. It's very simple, predictable, fast, right? Your online order should be the same. A returning customer already knows what they like, so why make them jump through hoops to buy it again? Now here's how you can create a frictionless path. Logging and account features that remember size, past orders, and preferences. If you don't have this, this is like one of those things where I think a majority of Shopify stores, when you open them new, it's on by default, but if you don't, go to settings, go to customer accounts, and then make sure that you have the new customer accounts. They've changed the name of this multiple times. Right now it just says customer accounts versus legacy. I'm sure this year they'll probably get rid of legacy completely, but just make sure that you have customer accounts because this allows the customer to sign in without any password, see all their previous data, click a nice little button to say buy again if they choose to do that. Now, with this in mind too, all the people that are coming back, you also need to make sure that you're doing and giving them smart recommendations based on previous purchases. If someone bought joggers last month, show them the matching hoodie this month, right? Make it easy so they don't have to think. They just land, click, and check out. And I'll give you a couple apps that will help with this. Hey, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Christian Pignon, one of the co-founders here at Bit Branding. We've helped over 700 clothing brands grow and scale online. I would appreciate it if you like, subscribe, so you don't miss any of our content. Now, we kind of touched a little bit on recommendations and personalization, and I think this one is we're diving a little bit deeper, right? It's what I call the Netflix effect, right? Netflix doesn't show everyone the exact same homepage, and neither should you. Every time that, if I were to turn on Netflix right now, I will get a recommended sort of homepage, grid, feed of what my preferences are in terms of things that I've seen in the past. And if my wife does it, she will get all the rom-coms and national baking holiday shows that there are out there. So your returning visitors should see a curated, personalized experience based on their shopping habits. So the more it feels like the site knows them, the more they'll want to keep coming back. There's a few apps that can help you with this. One, LimeSpot, Rebuy, or Nosto to actually show product recommendations. You know, showing recently viewed items you may also like that actually change dynamically per customer. You can also build VIP customer segments, right? Who are your big spenders and how can we make the experience a little bit different? Can we show them early access, exclusive drops right here from the homepage? They don't have to go anywhere else. It just magically changes based on who they are. So this actually builds psychological ownership, right? The more customized your store feels, the more it feels like actually belongs to them. And if you've done anything like this already, I want you to drop a comment. I would love to hear what tool strategies you've used to personalize your site. There may be not much, right, in terms of personalization out there right now, but some of the tools that I gave you have some of the options, you know, to start doing some of these things. Obviously, big players, you know, you got the Nike, the Skims, like they're doing this. Like if I go to some of those websites and then you go to, like, you will see different hero banners, you will see different product recommendations, and that's really what we're trying to get to, is a truly unique experience for the customer when they get to the site. Something else that you want to do is you want to make it rewarding. You want to gamify the shopping experience. Humans are wired for dopamine hits, and that's why we check our phone 100 times a day. And your website can actually deliver that same hit through gamify rewards or incentives. So you could have a loyalty program that actually feels fun. So you could use an app like Smile, Loyalty Lion. One that I've actually liked using lately a lot is called Toki Loyalty. It has kind of like this experience on these membership cards, and And you also have the mobile wallet passes. To me, I think Toki has like a little bit of a fresher view on loyalty points and all that kind of stuff. And it also gives you the ability to get points based on things that you do on social or referring friends and different things like that, which is very, very powerful. Another way is use progress bars, like showing customers how close they are to free shipping or their next tiered reward, right? After spending $100, $200, right? That's always just a very easy thing that it almost doesn't feel like gamifying, but you're gamifying the process a little bit. Now, something else is like spin to win pop-ups. Sometimes they could maybe feel spammy, but Klaviyo has actually given you the ability now to do spin the wheel pop-ups within their sign up form section. So you're able to do something that actually looks cool. You set up your own percentages, right? So you actually make it real. It's not just like everyone gets the exact same price. You're actually truly gamifying that experience. And if you haven't heard of Alia, I would say check it out. Alia is sort of the newcomer when it comes to pop-ups, but they're doing a really good job of gamifying that experience, giving you a little bit of education, doing a little bit of a quiz, right there within the actual pop-up, which seems crazy, but psychologically, it feels more engaging, right? It feels like I have to go through this little process, this little extra steps in order to get this reward. Now, the fourth way is to automate the comeback. Email, SMS. We need flows to bring people back. Let's say someone made a purchase. That shouldn't be the end, right? Someone makes a purchase, that shouldn't be the end. That's the start of their addiction here. You need to stay in their world, not with spam, but with strategic, value-driven messaging that actually makes them want to come back. And obviously there's tons of flows out there, but I think every single clothing brand should have these flows. One, a post-purchase education flow. Tell them how to style their new piece, how to wash it, how to pair it with. There also needs to be a review plus UGC request flow. You're showing social proof, you're making them feel part of the community. And lastly, a win back flow. If they haven't purchased for you in 30 or 60 days, offer a compelling reason to return. It could be a limited time offer, it could be early access to a new drop, any of those things would work. But at least those three flows are absolutely must-haves for clothing brands. According to Omnisend, automated emails get about a 29% open rate on average versus 19% for average campaign emails. So that just means that your flows or your automations are doing twice the work in terms of opening and converting with zero extra effort once they're actually set up. And I mean, we recommend, and we have about 10, 12 different email flows that we have built, and they do take time, right? They do take time to fully set up and fully design each of these emails to make it match your branding. But once these are set up, they're just working for you. They're doing all the work and making you more sales and bringing more people back to your store. Now for number 5, subscription and bundle offers. I think that creates an addictive convenience, if you will. So like obviously getting products on autopilot is very addictive, right? For example, if you sell socks, underwear, tees, skincare, like anything that needs regular replenishment, offer a subscription. There's tools out there like Recharge, bulk subscriptions that let customers set it and forget it. And even if a subscription doesn't necessarily make sense for your product, consider maybe build your own bundle options. So let customers curate maybe a 3-pack or a 5-pack of items that they'll love. Obviously, when it comes to tees, I'm actually wearing a True Classic. True Classic is the best example of subscriptions and building your own bundles on the website. You can also save X% of money when you bundle. So discounts for multiple purchases, right? You really want to encourage that larger cart sizes and repeated orders, like giving them a meal plan for their closet, right? Less decision fatigue, more loyalty. Something else that makes websites addictive is the ability to keep it fresh. And here's the harsh truth. Stale websites just don't convert. If your site looks the same week over week, customers will assume that nothing has changed and bounce, or that you don't care about your website, or that there's no one truly running this. Someone just set it up and forgot about it a long time ago. So it's very, very important to stay up to date. It's one of those things where, I don't know, it's Christmas right now. Like, even if you keep the exact same hero banner, change it to add little Christmas trees in the back end, right? Add a little bit of snowflakes. That little tweak psychologically tells me like, hey, this has been updated, Or now for New Year's, do little fireworks and within the hero banner, like you want to make sure that when you go to it, it feels like the season that we're currently in. You want to treat your homepage like a merch table at a concert. You want to change it often. You want to feature your bestsellers, your new drops. You want to have timely things in here. You also want to create urgency. I think this is something else, you know, in terms of limited quantities, countdown timers, early access. I think a lot of people talk about urgency, but it can be done in a way where it's subtle. It's not necessarily flashing red on the product page. You know, we don't want any of that. But if it's truthful, good urgency, I think that can do really, really well. And obviously, you want to promote your drops like they're events, right? It's not just product. You want customers thinking like, I wonder what's new this week, and that answer should always be like, oh, I want something new. Let's go check it out, right? Personalizing and changing your store is something very important. Moving products around is something very important. You want your store to look fresh and new every time that we kind of go back to it. Now, number 7 is to create a lifestyle. It's not just a store. So people don't just buy products, they obviously buy identity. So if your brand makes them feel like they're part of something bigger, a community, a vibe, a movement, they'll keep coming back. But Christian, how do you build this? How do you make this happen on the website? Well, you want to feature UGC content on your product pages, on your home pages, on your collection pages. You also want to create style guides or looks that show full outfits or how-tos. You also want to post behind-the-scenes stories, brand mission, team spotlights, right? Building a community hub with branded hashtag, a Discord group, customer gallery, right? Customers become addicted to brands that help them express who they are. You're not just selling clothes, you're selling confidence, belonging, style, purpose, all those things in one. I think Howler Brothers are a good example of a store that just sells the lifestyle of the people who would wear their clothing. I have a couple things, but I'm not the guitar playing, outdoor, zip lining, Jeep driving guy, coffee drinking in the morning. But I can kind of identify, like, I mean, it's also, it feels like it's dads, right? Like there's a certain aesthetic, you know, to everything that they have here. And just within their imagery, right? And how they're talking about, they have a whole section called Howlerverse where they just have videos. Like they have a section of just videos. So with some of their drops, they like to do just a little zizzle reel, like a lookbook type. This one is a little bit more funky, but they're having fun with it, right? And Howler music transmission, like they actually have a lookbook, speaking of lookbooks, where again, it's not just the clothes, but it's the lifestyle behind the clothes. Hold up just one second. I just want to say that if you are a clothing brand owner and want to jump into specifically your brand, how to grow it, we have a free 45-minute strategy session that you can do with us. There are limited spots, but you can go find a time right now. There's a link in the description below. Now, lastly, I want you to obsess on the post-purchase experience. Most brands, I think, drop the ball after the sale, but if you want to build an addictive experience, the real magic happens on the post-purchase. Number 1, you want to send a beautifully branded order confirmation and shipping emails. Clivio, Postpilot, like all of these can actually help. You can also do a handwritten thank you note or surprise gifts in your box. I love, I don't have a hat here, Dad Gang. They always send a bunch of stickers and a bunch of, actually I got some beanies for this Christmas, and they had a very specific beanie gift box, and it had a special note about that particular gift box that made it just a little bit extra special. Like in the end, it was like, oh, whatever, it's just a note. But like if they didn't have that, it wouldn't feel as special, right? As if it, you know, didn't have that particular note. So all those things, like, you may not think that they work or they do anything, but they truly do. Another way could be sending personalized follow-up emails, asking if they actually like their purchase or how you can help them in any way. It's like, it's that feeling of when you go back to a restaurant, right? And they remember your name or they remember your order. Like, that feels great. And that's something that me and my wife need to do this year, just like become regulars at a restaurant. Like, that's just a great feeling, right? To walk in and people know you and they know your order. Customers truly remember that. And remembered brands equals revisited brand. So if you apply 3-4 of these strategies, your website will go from decent to dangerously addictive. It's all about removing friction. It's about adding delight. It's about making your brand unforgettable. So before you go, I want you to tell me in the comments, what's the one thing that you're gonna implement, not this week. I want you to implement one of these things this week. Comment down below, I wanna know. Don't forget to like, subscribe. There's also a new feature called Hype this video. Thank you, I appreciate that. All right, we'll see you in the next one.